It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The biggest question in college football this season, can Texas Tech be just as good this year? Off a magical 12-win season and an appearance in the college football playoff, Joey McGuire thinks they can. He believes they've got the talent to sustain the culture in their building. We'll see if the Red Raiders defense can also be as suffocating as they were last season. Things will get started here in Lubbock. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners offense will have the football first. And let's take a look now at Hayden Hansen. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Robinson. Quick step and go. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sets his feet, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Right side, it's Thomas. Snap, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the move from inside is 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front which can wreak havoc.
Hey man, Texas Tech a year ago, they made a conscious decision to go get big dudes that can hunt. And you saw all those guys go highly in the NFL draft last year. We don't have enough time, Jesse, to name them all, but they're starting to figure out that the trenches win, and that's where they're making their investments in the offseason.
And that's where their GM, James Blanchard, has been focusing his attention, right? He is writing big checks to really good portal players to stock this D-line because that's what won them the Big 12 championship and got them into the playoff a year ago. So he got that checkbook out. He found the best players around the country, and he's brought them right back into Lubbock.
In the backfield, it's Hudson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
That's the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize how good somebody is until you get into a football game.
Might as well give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, gonna throw it. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Caught just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Quick give. It's Robinson. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
defense gets set for second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A designed run for the quarterback. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one. Second and long here. They want to throw it. Looking down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Harris. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the connection, but a good reason for it. It will be a defensive pass interference call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pulls it and runs it again.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Got it! He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
Fourth and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the fourth down conversion, and they get in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 29, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Left side is Simmons. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stopped at the 27 and well short of the first down marker. Needed to get it to the 30, and it's 4th down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his target. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the 2nd quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Hansen. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. On the move, it's Dickey. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the 2nd half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll open the second half with a run. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
To the air, it's Hammond. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
On the move. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, it's Sategna. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Harris. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hits inside. It's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Hudson. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Carter.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Simmons. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Tells to run, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Dickey. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hammond. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Getting set for the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Calls his own number. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Motion from the wideout. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. To throw, it's Mateer. Under pressure. Right side, it's Harris. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.